Okay, I want to talk about this Nickmercs situation. The tweet itself, I don't know if he's bigoted or not. It is a little bit suspicious. It maybe plays into the whole, LGBT people are groomers and shit. Now, Call of Duty's response to remove his bundle or whatever, I think that's pretty standard, like woke corporation stuff. I don't think you'd expect any different. They don't want to be seen as supporting that kind of thing. It's just what happens these days. But I want to talk about Tim the Tatman and what he says in response. Nickmercs has been my friend for years. It feels wrong for me to have my bundle and for him to no longer have his. In support of my friend at Call of Duty, please remove my bundle. Okay. Does anyone else think this is insane? Like, what is the net gain of what he's just done? Like, the only thing that happens here is Tim loses out on a bunch of money, so do Call of Duty, and a lot of Tim's fans lose out on a skin they may want to purchase. I mean, I guess he showed support to his homie, and that's, like, cool, I guess. But even that, I never understood this kind of blind loyalty. Now, if he actually agrees with Nick's tweet, or if he thinks that this kind of action is an overreach by Call of Duty, that it's not cool for companies to do this sort of thing over, like, ideological differences, then I'd respect that, and it at least makes sense. That's a sort of principle you can apply in lots of different situations. But this wasn't that. This was like, oh, this company hurt my friend. Maybe for justifiable reasons, maybe not. I'm not going to explain. But therefore, I'm just going to suicide bomb them on his behalf. That is so odd to me. A lot of people have this mentality like, oh, my friend is so good. Like, he's a ride or die type of person. If I go to his house at 3 a.m. in the night and tell him I've just murdered somebody, he'll help me bury the bodies. And I'm like, well, I don't think I want that as a friend. That's insane to me. Like, how you behave and go about your world, your moral system and all that, it's all just governed by like who happens to be closest to you in that moment. Nah, man, if you're a friend of mine and I found out you've like been murdering people, I'm reporting you. You know what this also reminded me of? This reminded me of this Curb Your Enthusiasm scene or sequence where Cheryl and Larry learn about a terrorist attack that's going to hit Los Angeles. And Cheryl's like, oh, I don't want to leave. I have something planned. But Larry's like, no, let's leave.
I just know I can't leave town.
Well, maybe, maybe I can go.
He plans to go golfing or whatever. And she's like, oh, if we die, then it just makes sense that we should die together, right?
For us to be apart, if something did happen.
Then at least, one of us would survive.
It just seems like if we're going to go, we should go together.
Well, not necessarily. Almost seems a little selfish.
And you know what? Like in a lot of situations, I completely agree with them. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. Say up.